The CEO of Red Bull believes that Formula 1 made a mistake in the wording of the new points regulations, which gave Max Verstappen the world title in Japan. The immediate aftermath of the race at Suzuka descended into farce, as it was uncertain whether Max Verstappen had won the championship due to a penalty for Ferrari's Charles Leclerc. Verstappen would not receive full points for his victory because the race had not gone past 75% distance, according to the widely held belief shared by many teams, including Red Bull itself. These rules were implemented in response to last year's disastrous Belgian Grand Prix. However, the FIA determined that full points were awarded because the race had not been interrupted, according to a strict reading of F1 sporting regulations. Verstappen was surprised by this in the moments following the race because it meant he was now considered the champion. However, despite the fact that the FIA's position has become evident after the conclusion of the race, a number of teams have acknowledged that the current application of the regulations, which were decided upon following last year's Spa race, is not what was intended. When discussing the ambiguity of the rules, Horner said, "After the problems in Spa the previous year, I believe it was a mistake that the regulations weren't mentioned, as they obviously haven't been cleaned up. We had the firm belief that only 75% of the race would result in full points being awarded. We therefore believed we would fall short by 1 point. But in the end, Max won because Checo's move on Charles. You can therefore witness the teams and his surprise." What a lovely surprise though, right? Leclerc's final title prospects vanish with the points interpretation, and Ferrari team principal Matteo Binotto acknowledged that his team was unaware of how things would be handled. "We were perplexed and believed the whole rewards would not have been given," he claimed. "Therefore, at first, our calculations indicated that he was not the world champion." The manager of the McLaren team, Andreas Seidel, backed up the idea that the regulation modifications introduced last winter were never meant to be award full points for races that didn't even reach halfway. Ultimately, he remarked, "How the points were given out today wasn't what we all had in mind. Neither the FIA nor the team side had that as their aim." Horner had little doubt that the teams would now contact the FIA to request a change to the rule going forward. "I have no doubt that it won't be," he said. So friends, what do you think of the latest news? Let us know in the comments down below and take care.